All right, we are getting information that some people that struggle to create their accounts, they were unable to do so. I mean, those who struggle to create their first Linux EC2 instance were unable to sign in. I got information from two people. I got information from Declan and Eugene. So I don't know what actually happened that you were unable to sign into your machine. And just as I said, when you have a problem, you should always come back to the forum. Somebody can help you at the level of the forum. When you email me or when you PV me directly inbox, at that particular moment might be I am busy or I am not available. Your problem might not be solved immediately, but when you come to the forum, at least somebody who might have solved your problem will be there waiting for you. So let us see what they had as challenges. In our last class, we actually talked about creating an EC2 instance using the Linux operating system. Creating an EC2 instance using the Linux operating system. So let us head over to our console and see what needed to have been done. So it seems it was a network issue. And as I always tell my students, the greatest troubleshooting that you are going to face is going to be on network. The greatest troubleshooting that you are ever going to face is going to be on network issues. So please be very careful with the way you configure your network resources. And I think I'll have to dwell here that as far as it concerns network, we have the first thing is the key pair. Key pair, you should be able to know what format your key pair is and in what format you are using it. Second, you should be able to know your security group. Which security group are you using and which port is open for that particular security group, right? Thirdly, you should be able to check and make sure that you have stable internet. Check and make sure that you have stable internet. Those are the most difficulties with your network. So let us launch an EC2 instance in Linux and see what must have been difficult for some of these guys to log into their EC2 instance. Linux, let me give the name Linux EC2 instance. I take Amazon Linux. I take the kernel version 2023. For instant type, I take T2 micro. Key pair. Now, here is where you got a problem. Let us do this and create a new key pair and handle it for you to see. Now, we want to create a new key pair. We are creating a new key pair. Look at it very carefully, please. If we click on create new key pair, we have the possibility of creating directly a ppk key pair. Directly, you have that possibility of creating a directly ppk key pair, but it is not good to have your key pair directly at the level of ppk, because we are going to come to where the .pem key pair is very necessary. So you need to always create your key pair in .pem, because you can convert the .pem key pair to .ppk, but you cannot convert the .ppk key pair back to .pem. You cannot do that. So when you are creating your key pair, please always create it in .pem key, as a .pem key. Okay, but before using it to sign in through putty, you have to convert .pem to .ppk. That is what I was explaining. Before using with putty, you have to convert .pem to .ppk. So let's create a key called trial key, right? Let's give the name trial hyphen 100. That's the name of the key pair that we have just created, and it will be created as a pem key. Create. Now it has been downloaded, so I take the key pair and keep amongst my key pairs. Here is a key pair. I cut the key pair and then I keep where all my AWS key pairs are found. Alright, I've pasted the key pair here. Now, when you look at the key pair that I have created, the key pair is a .pem key pair. Please, Benz, can you mute your mic? Benz, if you are getting us, can you mute your mic? Thank you very much. Now, the key pair that I have created is a .pem key pair. Please take a look at this. It is a .pem key pair. Now, I cannot use this .pem key pair to sign in through putty. I need to convert this particular key pair to a ppk key pair, right? So we go ahead. We are still in the process of creating our computer. We have just created a key pair for our computer. Now we come at the level of the security group. Now I have created so many security groups that are already existing. So there is no need of me to be creating again another security group when I know that I can use other security group. But if I wanted to create a new security group, like create security group, I should make sure that I should allow SSH traffic. If I click this box like this, I can never log into my computer. Insofar as it is a Linux computer, I will never be able to log into the computer. But if I click allow SSH port, because all Linux computers are using SSH, while Windows computers use the RDP port, Linux use the SSH. Okay, so you should make sure that this SSH port is allowed, and internet should be considered, because it should be able to accept inflow of requests from anywhere. All right, so these two should be very much allowed. For our practice session, we can allow all the ports here, right? You allow all the ports to just make sure that your securities are, you don't have any problems with at the level of your security. So for the most security groups that I have created, the ones that are already existing, I already have 4 security groups that are existing, right? So no need for me to be creating another security group again. Let me just use existing security group to englobe my machine. In this security group, If I want to see the characteristics of this security group, I can see. You come to compare security group. These are the characteristics. In that characteristic, there is a TCP port. A TCP port is allowed. And then in that same security group, I have allowed, given a functionality that is allowing all traffic from everywhere. All traffic from everywhere should be allowed, right? So I have both the SSH port and all traffic from everywhere is allowed. This is to make sure that I don't have any problems at the level of my uh, logging in. Okay, fine. That is comparing my security group. Okay, so we go back to our machine creation. We go back to our launch instance. As I said, we take an already existing security group. Then for the hard drive, it should remain at 8 GB. We are not doing anything really heavy here. So this is all you should do. This is basically all you should do. And then you launch your machine. Once your machine is already live and active, it will show here instance state. At this particular moment, it is pending. Your instance state is pending. So you keep refreshing until it is now running. You refresh until it is now showing running. Now when it is showing running, it is time for you now to open your puttigen. I said that when you are using puttigen, please do not generate the key pair. Do not generate the key pair. I am opening puttigen. This is my puttigen that I kept here. I'm opening my puttigen. And when I open my puttigen, I click on load. After I click on load, I am searching for what? I am searching for the new trial key pair that I just created. Trial 100.pem. This is the key pair that I just created. Trial 100.pem. I select it. Before I select it, please, you should always make sure that this putty private key files should always be removed, and you should select all files. Always select all files. When you select all files, it is easier for you now to see all the files that are there. Now I can see my PEM, because if you don't select all files here, you are not going to see PEM format documents. You are only going to see PPK format documents. So you have to select all files down here. When you select all files now, you'll be able to see your PEM files. Okay, now I take my trial key PEM, I open it. Now it has been loaded. It has been loaded. The mistake somebody will make is that he will come and click on generate. No, don't click on generate, please. Don't click on generate. The moment you have loaded this key like this, don't click on generate. Just click directly on save private key. Don't save as a public, save private key. Okay, when you click save private key, they'll ask you, are you sure you want to save this key without passphrase to protect it? Yes. Now remember, our key was trial key. It is always good to name the PPK version of your key pair the same name like the PEM version. Our PEM version was trial key, trial -100. So I should also name the PEM as trial -100. I have given the same name here, but I have not put the .pem there. I end here. I do not put the .pem. I make sure that it is in my AWS keys. This is where I keep all my keys. I make sure that I am inside there, and inside here the perm of trial is found there, so I am putting now the ppk of trial 100. So I save. I've finished with Putigen. That's all about Putigen. Let me go now to see my file. This is my AWS folder. I can now see trial.pem and trial.ppk. So I know now that this ppk key pair is the ppk of this trial.pem. I know that this ppk key pair came from this pem key pair. That's why they say you should always name the two key pairs with the same name. It is very important. Okay, I have now converted my pem to my ppk. What next? I go now and I open my putty. I open my putty to log in. I'm trying to log in right now. In order to log in, I need my public IP address. Where do I get my public IP address? I select my computer and then I will see public IPv4 address. This is my public address. It is 52.201.226.166. That is my public address. So I copy it and then I come over to putty and I paste. Next, I come to SSH. I want to connect through my SSH. I open SSH. I further open authentication, this auth, and then I come to credentials. And in credentials now, I go to the first box, the very first box for authentication, and I browse to see my trial 100 ppk. I am not taking any other one. I'm taking only this one. If you choose another ppk, you might have so many key pairs here. If you choose a different one, which is not the one that you created your computer with it, you will not be able to log in. All right, you are not going to be able to log in. So you take your trial 100 ppk, you choose it, and then you open. Now your key pair is loaded. Your key pair has been loaded. I can now open try to connect to my computer remotely. Yeah, I think I might connect. Accept. Now they ask you to log in as. I said in order to log in, you should always log into your Linux machine, AWS Linux machine as EC2-user. When you do that, you click enter. Authentication with public key imported, and I am logged in. So I don't know why some people are finding it to log in. So I have taken the process again in a very gradual manner. So I believe now that everybody will be capable of logging in. I believe everyone will be capable of logging in. So far, so good. Any question? Anybody have any question or any worry? All right. In the absence of a question, I believe we are all in the same footing. So we continue with our Linux administration. Yesterday, we finished and ended, we did all about creating a file. We saw how we can create a file in Linux. We saw how we can, the two formats of creating a file. We saw how we can create a directory. We saw the difference between a file and a directory. We all know the difference between a file and a directory. And then we saw the different flavors of the Linux operating system. We understood that the Linux operating system has so many different flavors, which we know that Ubuntu, Red Hat, and SUSE Linux with Debian are other flavors of the Linux operating system. we discovered that whenever you create your machine, you should always make sure that you update, and the command to update is sudo yum update, right? This one is for uh, AWS Linux, and then sudo apt-get update y. This one is for Ubuntu. Okay. Now, we did not discuss so much about the mother directory. So, what do we mean by the mother directory? Now, the main directory in Linux is the home directory. That is the directory we call the mother directory. It is where we are now. The mother directory is that directory where we are now. When we just logged into Linux, we are found somewhere. Where are we? We are in that mother directory, that home directory. And to know that home directory, what you do is you run the command print working directory, and then you execute. You see that directory. The directory, the home directory is that traditional directory is home hyphen home slash ec2 user. This is the home directory, the mother directory. Okay, the mother directory is that directory that when you log into your Linux machine, you are found inside there. Let us call the mother directory like a parlor. I mean, the Linux machine is a house, okay? It's just like a house, like a computer. When you enter a house, you must of first of all see the parlor of the house before you start going into the rooms. So when you enter the Linux machine, where are you found? You are found somewhere at the level of the home directory, which is the mother directory, which is what we call the mother directory. So when you are in your user account, the mother directory is home slash ec2 user. If you create any file here, those files are going to be created in home slash ec2 user. Okay, for example, let us create the file touch let us create a file called musics. No, yeah, a file called music touch music. Let us create that file. Now the file has been created. How do I know the file has been created? I have just run touch music and I'm saying that the file has been created. How do I know the file has been created? Because the command ran without giving any error. It ran without giving any failure error, right? And to further prove that I created the file music, I can run the command ls. When I run the command ls, I will see my music file that I created. And where is that music file located? It is located in home slash ec2 user. Here is where the music file is located. How should I know that the music file is located there? Because presently I am in the home directory. Okay, I want to make that to be very clear, because you are going to find a lot of problems when you are locating files. When you are struggling to locate a file, where is that file found, or where is a particular folder found? You should be able to know where you are and then know how you can move to where you want to go. Because if you don't know where you are, definitely you will not know where you are going to. You need to know where you are in order to know the route that can lead you to wherever you are going to. Okay, so we are that is the main importance of the mother directory, to know where you are. Now, we talked yesterday about the difference between the $ and the hash sign. In this particular ec2 user, at the level of ec2 user, I do not have all the privileges for all the functionalities of this Linux machine. So to have those privileges, I have to transform into a root user. How should I transform into a root user? In order to transform into a root user, I will run the command sudo su hyphen. When I run the command sudo su hyphen, you discover that instead of a $ sign, I now have a hash sign, Whenever you see this hash sign here, know that you are now a root user. As a root user, you have higher privileges in Linux more than an assigned user, right? A normal assigned EC2 user does not have privileges, but a root user has more privileges. For example, if there are updates, we can update. How should we update? Sudo yum update -y. If there are any updates, it will update. So, but it is telling us that all the files have been updated. There is no problem. Everything is okay, right? You should, there should be one thing I will inform you about the Linux system. All the commands that you give, the output will be given to you. The outputs are given to you to read. Don't only see output and say something has been published and then you don't read what has been published. I mean, if you read everything that is being given to you as an output, you will know exactly where you are going to. Here is what it says: dependencies resolved, nothing to do. That means everything is updated, everything is up to date. All right, now we were to talk about, we discussed about hierarchy. We are to talk about transferring a file from one directory to another. How can you transfer a file from one directory to the another? Let us first of all have a directory. Let us consider that we are, where are we right now? To know where we are, we run the command pwd and we see where we are. Now look at just something, please. When we were using the low privilege user that had the $sign, we asked for ping working directory and it told us that we are at the location home/ec2 user. But now we have changed to the higher privileges of the root user and we have asked where are we. It tells us that we are in /root. It is to tell you that when you are in the higher privilege user, you are found in a different directory, and when you are in a low privilege user, you are found in a different directory. How can we come back to the user for the low privileges? You can run sudo and then hyphen, then you give the username. Our username was ec2 hyphen user. User not found. Sudo ec2 hyphen user. My user is not found. My commands are, let us check the command, let us verify the command. Let me not give you a wrong command, please. How to switch between your commands. I gave the command in your notes. It is inside your notes, please, so you always get it from there. Just give me a minute. Let me be sure of the command that I'm giving you. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'll come back to the command at the end of the class and give it to you. All right, let's go ahead. So we need to first of all create a folder, a directory, please. What we want to do is we want to learn how to copy a file from one folder to another. For example, I am found here. This is some sort of a folder. I can decide I want some musics. I open this place, I copy one music from here, and then I bring and I paste here. How can we do that type of a thing in Linux? How is it possible to do that? So let us come over to Linux. We first of all create a folder. What is the name of that folder that we are creating? Let us create a folder called videos. In order to create a folder, I run the command mkdir videos, right? And then I run. My directory is created. How do I know it is created? I run ls. I can see the folder videos haven't been created. This is the folder videos. Okay, I want to enter into my folder videos. How should I enter into my folder videos? I run cd and then videos. I run cd and videos and I hit enter. I am now in my folder videos. This is it. This is the proof that I am in my folder videos. And now, while in my folder videos, I want to create a file. Let me create a file. Maybe a file should be, let's take anything, any musician that comes to my brain in any order. We take Selatiel. Let's consider that the file Selatiel, we are creating the file Selatiel. The file has been created, ls. Now, we know that this file Selatiel is found inside videos. How do we know that? Let us see print working directory. Look at where we are. We are in the root directory. Inside that root directory, there is another directory called videos, and inside videos we have our file which is Selatiel, right? Now we come out from the file, the folder videos. Now we create another different directories called Cameroon videos, right? Make dir Cameroon videos. I create another folder or another directory called Cameroon videos. Now I want to remove, this is a folder. I have two folders now. I have Cameroon videos and then I have videos. My music Selatiel is found inside videos. Now I want to remove the music Selatiel from videos and bring it to Cameroon videos, right? I want to remove the music Selatiel from videos and bring to Cameroon videos, because if I enter videos, cd videos, if I enter videos, I'm going to see the music ls Selatiel is there, right? But if I come out from videos, cd, if I come out from videos and I enter instead, I enter Cameroon videos, cd Cameroon videos. I am now in Cameroon videos and I run ls there. I do not see anything there, right? I do not see anything because there is no file. There is no file that is there. So what do I do? How do I do? I have to copy my Selatiel from videos to Cameroon videos. What is the command? The command is cp. Cp stands for copy. What am I copying? I am copying Selatiel. I'm copying Selatiel. Where am I copying Selatiel from? I'm copying Selatiel, which is located at the root. Selatiel is located at the root slash videos. At the root slash videos. Salatiel is located at the root slash videos. And where am I copying to? I'm copying Salatiel to root. I'm copying Salatiel to root slash Cameroon videos. Right? Take a look at the command very well. Where is that our command? We are copying in your notes. I make use of the folder test. We are copying the folder test, which is located in home slash ec2. We are copying that folder. It's located in home slash ec2 slash ministry slash education, right? We are going to copy the folder from education to school. Here's what we are trying to say. If you wish to copy a file from one directory to another, navigate to that particular directory. When you are there, for example, you have the path this, right? At the end of that path, we have the test folder. While the other directory, the test is a file. The file is located in the school directory, right? So if you wish to copy the test file from the school directory to the education directory, navigate to the directory school, then run this command. You are in the directory school. Now you are running the command to copy the file to the education school, right? So you have to first of all navigate to the directory where the file is located, and then you run the command to the directory where you want the file to be placed. So what have we done here? Where are we? We are supposed to first of all navigate to the directory where our file is located. Where is our file located? Our file is located in videos. So we navigate to videos. We navigate to videos, and then we run the command cp. That means we are copying what from videos? We are copying Salatiel from videos. Salatiel is located in videos. We are copying Salatiel from there, and we want to keep Salatiel at root Cameroon videos. This should be your command. The command ran successfully. So let us see whether we actually did copy. We are in videos. Let us move from videos to Cameroon videos. Okay, now we are in Cameroon videos. We run ls. Now we can see that the file Salatiel now is located inside Cameroon videos, and it is also located inside your normal videos. Okay, so that is how to copy a file from one directory to another. Now that was copying a file from one directory to another. What about deleting the file? We can delete the file, right? We just run the command rm. If you run the command rm, the file is going to be deleted. Let's say we are in Cameroon videos. When we click run ls in Cameroon videos, we see the file Salatiel. We do not want the file Salatiel to be there. Just run rm and then you write Salatiel. It means remove Salatiel. Okay, it means remove Salatiel. When you run that, command, they'll ask you remove regular empty file Salatiel ls. Salatiel has been removed. They actually ask you, do you really want to remove the file? You say yes by clicking this Y, by running this Y, yes, and then Salatiel is removed. That is why when you run ls now, you do not see anything here. Okay, that is now you have deleted your file. That is also how you can delete a directory. In order to delete a directory, you can delete the directory Cameroon videos. How should you delete the directory? You cannot delete a directory when you are inside that directory, right? Because we are found inside Cameroon videos. So we cannot delete the directory Cameroon videos. In order to delete the directory Cameroon videos, we have to come out from the directory. We have come out. We run cd. We have come out from the directory Cameroon videos. When we run ls, we can see now that this is Cameroon videos here. We want to remove it. We run rm Cameroon hyphen videos. We run rm Cameroon hyphen videos. Enter. They are asking you, cannot remove Cameroon hyphen video is a directory. Okay, it is a directory. How do you remove a directory? How do you want to remove a directory? Removing a directory and removing a file are two different commands. This is a command for removing a directory, rmdir. Okay, when I ran rm alone in order to remove Cameroon videos, it did not go. So why? Because they are telling me that it is a directory, and when it is a directory, I should instead run but rmdir, that is remove directory, and then I put videos Cameroon videos. Enter. Now I am able to remove Cameroon videos. If I run ls now, I've seen only videos, no more Cameroon videos. I also want to delete videos, but in order for me to delete videos, I cannot delete these videos. Look, if I run mkdir, no, if I run rmdir and I say delete videos, it will fail. Why will it fail? It has failed because this file videos contain this folder videos contains a file. You cannot delete an empty a directory that contains files. You need to tell you that no, first of all, enter inside that directory and delete all the files. If we run ls, if we run cd videos, we will discover that we are now inside videos. Did I write it wrongly? Yeah, cd videos. We will discover that inside videos, we run ls, we will see a file called Salatiel. So we cannot delete videos. So in order to delete videos, you need to first of all delete Salatiel before you delete the directory videos. But there is an option to delete it like that. With respect to directories, you can only delete the above command. You can only use the above command to delete empty directories. If you wish to delete a directory that contains files, let's say the ministry directory contains files, use the command rmdir -r, and then you give the directory name. So we use rmdir, it did not go. So they said in order to delete a directory that contains files, you should run but rm d dir hyphen r, and then you give their folder name, videos. Now certainly this folder can be deleted. rmdir for more information. Okay, I was inside the folder, so I cannot be inside the folder and trying to delete the folder, just what I was telling you guys. So you come out from the folder first of all, and then you run rmdir hyphen r videos. Hyphen r, did we delete? Let's see whether we deleted. Our videos is still there. rmdir hyphen r videos. Now let us enter inside our folder first of all. Let us do one thing. Let us enter inside our folder and delete the file selatiel. And then now inside here we run ls, we see that selatiel is there. We remove selatiel. Yes. Now selatiel is off. Make sure it is off. Good. Now we come out from the videos folder. Now we delete videos, mkdir. They say the files cannot delete directory files exist. Is there still files there? ls, do we still have files there? No files are still available there, so we can delete now. rmdir videos. First of all, come out from there. Then rmdir videos. Right? Okay, we deleted our video successfully. ls. There is no folder found again in our directory. In our root directory, there is no folder, there is nothing that is located there. Okay, so that is how you create files, create folders, transfer files from one folder to another. And then we are coming to one last topic for that I wanted today, the long list. Now all along we have been using ls. When we use ls, we see folders and files that are there, right? Let us create a folder called sports. Let us create a folder like mkdir sports. Let's create a folder like this. ls, there's a folder called sports there. When I run ls, I see only one folder, sports, right? Now there is another form of an addition to ls. In Linux, there are some files that are hidden. There are some files that you cannot see with ls. If you run ls, you will never see those files. Which type of files are those? They are hidden files. When you run ls, it shows you the number of files and directories. But what if we want to know size of the file, and the date the file was created. In that case, we will rely on ls. The right command to run now is ls-l. What are we saying in our notes? We are saying that when you run ls, this is a directory that I've just created called spot. But in Windows, come and look at something. In Windows, here is a file. The file is showing me the date the file was created or modified, and it is showing me the type of the file, and it is also showing me the size of the file. What if we want to see all these things also like this in Linux? It is possible. Why not? We can do that. In that case, we run the command ls-l. When we run the command ls-l, you discover that now you can see that you have a total of 0 files, but you have, I thought we created our root file. We have spots, right? This is our file called spots. Okay, and in this file called spots, the file is located at the root directory. The file was created on the 6th of April, on the 11th of April, please. Today is the 11th of April, I think. On the 11th of April, right? It was created at exactly 8:09. So you see there is a date, there is a detail of everything that this file is having. Okay, but there is still one thing. There are other files, but they cannot be shown. Why can they not be shown? Because they are hidden files. But how can we do to see hidden files? We say hidden files exist. When you use ls-l, files will be displayed with all their details, but something will be lacking. Some files are hidden. Files are not shown when you run ls-l. To know that a file is hidden, the file starts with a dot. That means if you see any file that begins with a dot, like example .snap, this file is a hidden file. Any file that begins with a dot is a hidden file. And how can you see all hidden files? You run the command ls-alh. When you run the command ls-alh, you are going to see all your hidden files. Let us try it. ls-alh, enter. You see now that whenever we run ls, we see only one file. Now we have run ls-alh, we are seeing so many files. Why is it that? Because ls-lah is having a higher priority to show to you all the files plus the hidden files. Here, you can only see one file that is not hidden, which is spot. You can see clearly that spot is not having a dot in front of it. But all these files are having dots in front of them. Even there is this file that is just named with a dot. The name of this file is just a dot. You can never see this type of a file. Then the name of this one is 2 dots, right? You will never see it. This one is .bash lockout. You will not see it under normal circumstances. So for you to see all these hidden files, you need to run ls-alh for you to see them. Okay. Now, if you want to see only hidden files without normal files, here it shows you a combination of both hidden files and normal files. Okay, but what if you want to see only hidden files, only files that are tagged hidden? If you want to see hidden files, what you have to launch is ls-a. When you run ls-a, you see these are all the hidden files and directories that are given to you. You did not see the spot file among. These are the hidden files that are given to you. All right. So, in order to interpret your ls-, let us interpret this output here like this, right? We have a file called dot. This is a file called dot. This is a file called dot. This file called dot has this nomenclature here. You have dr-xr-x, and then 4, and then root, and then root, and then 117, and then April, and then 11, and then 20. What are all these numbers? Why are all these numbers present here? What do the numbers signify? What do they mean? So, by the way, let's begin. When you see a file that starts with a D at this corner, a D means that what? It means that the file is a directory. It is a directory. Okay? There's a difference between a directory and a normal file. A normal file, by the way, when you just see a sky blue color, you just know that that is a directory. And then it also shows you here by putting this first D at the beginning. So when you see a D at the beginning, you just know that that is a directory. Without a D at the beginning, it is a normal file. Okay, it is a normal file. Like down here, you see this SSH. It is a directory. That's why there's a D here. And then this port that we created is a directory. That's why there's a D here, right? And then now you have R, and then you have W, X, and R. There are some folders and files that have DRWXR, and then hyphen, and then XR, and then hyphen, and then X, right? The meaning of all this is that the first letter is a D, showing that it is a directory, right? And this directory is created by the owner, right? The owner has the right the owner has the right to read, write, and execute the file. The owner can read the file, write on the file, and execute the file, right? Now we have three different categories here. You have XR, XR minus X. Anyway, please don't bother about this. We'll come to file security and ownership, and I'll teach you how to calculate the file security and their ownership, probably in our class of tomorrow. No, I don't think we have a class tomorrow. I'm working with the your elder people tomorrow. I don't think we have a class tomorrow. So probably in our class on Thursday, we are going to work on the file rights. Okay. So you just understand that knowing the directory from a normal file, you see a D here, and then you can see the date when the file was created. Okay, that is the meaning of this. The file is located in the root directory. Okay, that is the meaning of all these outputs here. When we do file ownership and calculations, you will understand everything that is happening at this other far end. All right. So with that, we come to the end of our session for today. Any questions, please? Barton, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. Just that my network is really tripping.
Yeah, I discovered. Which network are you using?
I'm using both MTN and Camtel. MTN is just the worst.
For you, MTN is just the worst,
For today, it's just for today. I don't know why.
because I discovered that you are toggling in and out of the class. Please make sure you download the video and follow. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you download the video and follow with a lot of concentration. Benz, yes, you have unmuted. You can talk. Benz, are you with us? Benz, are you with us? Just like what I thought. Some of you just log in and then you fall asleep beside your phones. Adija, can you unmute?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, did you follow up concisely?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right. And I need that you should also practice. I need you to practice. And I'm happy with what Declan is doing, but unfortunately, Declan is not in the class. I'm happy with what Declan is doing. I mean, he's fighting and actually struggling to do something. I mean, that is appreciable. If you think that you can just when you after the class you just say, "Oof, you have attended your cloud computing lessons," and then you just fold your arms and sit down, it is zero, please. The beginning is just attending the class and getting the explanation. After that, your real talent, your real talent is actually working and doing your practice. Yes, Benz, you just raise your hand up. Can you now speak?
I don't know. I think you're getting me a while because I think I've been trying to talk but it seems as that you're not getting me. I don't know if you're getting me now.
Yeah, you are on right now. Are you
Just
having
while we were saying, I was trying to tell you that I'm not seeing what I was doing.
that you are not?
What you're presenting.
Benz, there's a problem with
I
you
even
and sharing of screen. I don't know whether what are you using?
a laptop. Sir.
And you are not. Is there anybody that is not seeing me? Is there anybody that is not seeing my screen?
I'm seeing that at times I want to see and the writing was too small.
Wait, you are saying that I am not. The screen is not visible.
No, the writing was too small. Also.
You can see the screen, but the problem is that the writing is too small. Is that?
Yes, sir.
And you are saying that you are using a laptop.
Um, that's
Uh,
what I'm using now, sir.
can you wait? Listen. Can you read what you are seeing right now?
Yes, I'm seeing launch instances for
Wait,
all of them.
let me. Can you read what you are seeing right now like this? Can you read anything you are seeing here?
That's it. Release administration, sir.
Then what were you complaining? You wanted me to bring the screen as closer as possible.
It's better, sir, because when you logged in the EA2 machine, sir, I don't
Yes.
see what we're doing there.
You did not more see what I was demonstrating.
Yes, sir.
At that moment, you needed to raise your hand up. Why did you allow it right up
Uh,
to the
uh,
end of the
uh,
class?
I sent the message because when I was trying to do, you might not be getting me, sir. So I
No,
don't know if
Benz, you raise your hand up. How do you expect that I should be in class and be in WhatsApp at the same time?
no, sir. I sent the message here, sir.
You send a text message to the chat.
Yes, sir.
The chat message is being monitored by a different person. Please, you raise your hand up. What I can see is just your hand that is raised. Is that clear? When I see
Sir,
when I see your hand raised up, I know that you want to talk. I'll give you the
I have a
opportunity
question,
to
sir.
talk.
They didn't meet us for a long time because I was trying to talk and it's good now that I going to find out that they think that can get me now.
Are you using
Yes,
an
go on.
earpiece?
Now that I was trying to use it's connected but now it's connected now again.
So please try to make sure that your tools are very much ready. You should be using an earpiece that is capable of talking, because you might be using your laptop mic, which is not that way too sensible, and it will be difficult for you to talk at times. So try to have an earpiece that can pick up every detail of your voice, because you have been struggling to talk ever since, and it has been difficult for you to talk. So try to be using an earpiece. You did not do Linux administration in your earlier training. So are you seeing anything difficult here?
Now this is
Pardon?
I forgot to use that.
I'm saying that you did not do Linux administration in your earlier lessons, because I know you are from the other batch, and there you did not do Linux administration. Is it okay? Is it flowing here?
I was really using my laptop. I will try to download the note and see what I think.
Okay, that works well for me. But now, please, whenever you are trying to practice, if there is a question that comes up at any time, drop a screenshot of what you are doing in the forum. Just drop a screenshot. Please don't come to me in my private inbox, because you might be coming when I'm busy. I keep saying that. Drop your snap screenshots with your problem, exactly what it is, in the forum. There will be somebody that will actually be able to respond to you, or signal me to actually respond to you, because there will be a time none of you can get me through WhatsApp, but there is somebody that is monitoring everything and he can get me, and then I might respond to whatsoever whosoever is having as a problem. Is that clear? Yes. So please, I expect you people to practice and practice and practice. Practice as much as possible. So for the demonstration that I want to be seeing as of tomorrow, Benz, I don't expect you not to show me any demonstration. I want to see how you demonstrate the transfer of files from one directory to another. Okay, how you can copy files from one directory to another, deleting the files and creating them. If you can create me snapshot or a small video of what you have done, I will be very happy to sit down and watch and appreciate. Is that very clear? So everybody, tomorrow I need to start seeing snapshots of your practices and what you are doing. I hope we should have gone past the stage of our debit cards problems, issues, and all the like. Because if you have not yet had your debit cards by now, please make sure that before this week ends, you should already be having it. You cannot go by the end of this week without practicing. You lose focus, you lose the follow up. Please try and take it serious. Try and take it very serious. Is that clear? All right, guys. That will be it for tonight. We are not going to have a lesson tomorrow. We are going to have our next lesson on Thursday. Thank you very much for attending. Good night to everybody.
Somebody send the link.
Pardon?
The link.
The link for
Link plus something.
the link for today's class.
Yes.
Yes, the link for today's class will be available by tomorrow. Adija, you have something to say?
No, sir. I was trying to say thank you for the lesson of today, sir.
Okay. Well understood, right?
Yes, sir. So,
Great.
I'll still
That
go
means
through.
you excuse me.
Though I'll still go through the note again, sir.
You still go through the notes.
Yes, sir.
All right, no problem. It is imperative you go through the notes and then you go through the videos at the same time and then you practice. Okay, a combination of the notes and the videos will actually bring you up to the highest speed, right?
Okay, sir.
Yep. All right. Good night to everybody.
No.
Good night, sir.